Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Canada Truth Channel, where Canada, the illusion of freedom and system of control is exposed. Today's video, by the consent of the governed. The Government of Canada claims to derive its authority to govern of and over Canada through the Constitution Act 1867 and by the consent of the governed. You and I, which is a social contract. Now, if I may, no contract in law can stand under deception and fraud, especially a social contract between the government and the people of Canada. Let's dive right in. Here we are in the Constitution Act 1867, number 3, Executive Power. Declaration of executive power in the Queen. The executive government and authority of and over Canada is hereby declared to continue and be vested in the Queen. Queen Victoria. Application of provisions referring to Governor General. The provisions of this Act referring to the Governor General extend and apply to the Governor General for the time being of Canada or other the Chief Executive Officer or Administrator for the time being, carrying on the Government of Canada on behalf and in the name of the Queen, by whatever title he is designated. The Executive Government and authority of and over Canada, including the Governor-General, which is part of the executive government of and over Canada, in the name and on behalf of the Queen, Queen Victoria. Now, let's jump back to the beginning. And as I always say, it's very important to read the definitions used in Acts, statutes, regulations, and codes, because the definitions of words are often changed from common usage to legal definitions. Now, why would they do that? However, today we're not concerned with definitions. We are, however, concerned with endnotes, which it's also very important to read endnotes. And here we see endnote number 1. Let's take a look. Number 1, the enacting clause was repealed by the Statute Law Revision Act 1893, UK. It read as follows: Be it therefore enacted and declared by the Queen's most excellent Majesty, by and with the advice and consent of the Lords Spiritual and Temporal and Commons, in this present Parliament assembled, and by the authority of the same as follows. The enacting clause, repealed, 1893. Moving right along. Section 2, repealed. Let's have a look at that endnote. Endnote number 3. Section 2, repealed by the Statute Law Revision Act, 1893, UK. Read as follows: The provisions of this Act referring to Her Majesty the Queen extend also to the heirs and successors of Her Majesty, Kings and Queens of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. Repealed in 1893 by the Statute Law Revisions Act, and the executive government and authority of and over Canada is hereby declared to continue and be vested in the Queen. Queen Victoria, ladies and gentlemen. Queen Victoria died in 1901, and the legal and lawful executive government and authority of and over Canada died with her, because, as we can clearly see, the provisions of this Act referring to Her Majesty the Queen extend also to the heirs and successors of Her Majesty, Kings and Queens of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. As of the enactment of the Statute Law Revision Act 1893, those provisions no longer extended to the heirs and successors of Queen Victoria. In addition, the enacting clause of our foundational document was repealed in 1893. Our consent to be governed has been derived through deliberate deception and fraud. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Canada's problems in a nutshell. Please share this information with every Canadian you know. It's very important information, and as you can see, these are facts in law. Thanks for watching.